Hi, Lance here with another toy museum video. This time I'm focusing on a M.o.c I made for my church. We had a wee competition to build a Lego story from the Bible. So you could pick any story you wanted to from the Bible and you could make it out of Lego to make one scene. So I actually chose my favourite story, which is Esther. As you can see, the writing in the Lego is Esther. And I like her because she showed courage when she needed to face a king to ask permission to stay alive, as well as the Jewish people she was asking on their behalf. So I'll just zoom in so we can have a look at the figurines. So I'm not going to get them out individually, but I thought I'd just turn the display around so you can see the different ones. So the first one I thought we'll have a look at is Esther, just here. So she's wearing the skirt, which is a 2x2 slope brick that goes up 2 bricks high. It's one of the skirts from the minifigures series. I'm not sure what series, but she's wearing the skirt, and then she's wearing the top. I think it's from the cinema creator set, the big modular. And then she's got poison ivy's here, and just got a face from one of the ladies, which is looking a little bit worried there. So then the next one is Mordecai. So he's wearing mainly a Star Wars outfit. And then we've got our soldiers over here. So this one here, if you want to see the back of him, it is this one. And same for this one here, the back of him is this guy. And then this one, I know this one, the body is from a wee shell set you could get when Shell was selling fuel. You could go and get some petrol or diesel and you would get a wee Lego set at the same time. And so this one, and this one are all from the same series of Shell Lego sets that you could get. And then we got this guy at the end, who is Xerxes, and the guy hidden in the corner, who is the bad guy in the story, this guy is Haman. So for the ones who don't know the story, I will do a small telling of the story. So Haman over here in the back, he has made a law using Xerxes to initialize it, that all the Jews are to be killed. See, Haman has a grudge against Mordecai because Mordecai won't bow to him every time he walks past. Every time Haman walks past Mordecai, Mordecai does not bow. But all the other people in the kingdom bow, except for the Jews. And Esther is a Jew as well, because her uncle is Mordecai. So Esther has been asked by Mordecai to come before Xerxes. And Xerxes at one stage had a queen, but he got bored of her, I assume, and he decided to get a new queen. And his new queen was actually Esther. But Esther never told him what tribe or what race, what culture she come from, which was the Jewish culture. So she, in this one scene, she is coming before Xerxes to ask permission for her people to be saved. And she has to get a scepter pointed at her to get permission to come before the king. So as she's come into the room, she's waiting there patiently before he extends the scepter to her. And he extends the scepter, and then she is allowed to approach him and ask him a question or whatever he will allow. She actually ends up asking Xerxes and Haman to come to like a lunch for one day, and then come back the next day for the same lunch. And then she asks for the favour of her life and the lives of all her people. And the story is based around Esther having the courage to come before the king. That she actually got married to the king in time to be able to save her people. So that's the story in a nutshell. If you want to look into it deeper and dig out even more that's in the story, you can actually go and look for it in the Bible under the book called Esther. There's only 2 books in the Bible that are named after ladies. One is Ruth and one is Esther. It's in the Old Testament. Well worth the read, especially if you're someone who finds it trouble having courage to go before people or stand up for yourself. She definitely stood up for herself and for her people. But I thought this would be a good one to make. I like the story. I like the idea of making like a little throne room with these guards and Mordecai hidden in the back. And for some of you guys who will know, these are from Harry Potter, these banners at the back. And I just had a whole lot of fun making it, really. Now I'll zoom back out. And the other part of the build was, I thought it would be quite challenging to make up the words Esther, or the letters to spell the word Esther. Had a lot of fun doing that, and I found it really enjoyable actually doing it and making it so it's all smoothed off, all tiled properly. There's no lugs showing on this wording. It's all tiled. And then I wanted to show off some colour. So I'm just going to move the tripod so you can get a better look at the word Esther. So I think that looks pretty cool, and I just wanted to add some colour, so that's what I did for this top bit, just to add some colour around here. Some people recognise these stars from the cinema set, but I just had lots of fun making this. Took me roughly about 4 or 5 hours to build this, which was mainly just involved in finding the parts and putting it together. Considering there's no plans, no instructions for this, just all off the top of my head. Well, hope you enjoyed this wee video. If you can, leave a like. If you can, subscribe. Leave a comment if you can. And hopefully see you again next video. Thanks. Bye.